Hello everyone, you are literally just in time. The teams are coming out. And we are ready for what looks like it is going to be a very interesting Carabao Cup tie tonight. A semi-final at the Bridge. £1 billion Chelsea against Championship Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough have the lead, but there's at least 90 minutes of football to play. This is going... I'm actually really excited for this game. I support West Ham, so it doesn't matter for me in case you don't know. But this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this one very much. If you're in here, make sure you say hi in the chat, of course. Let me know if everything's okay with the stream, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube. And yeah, we'll be ready to start very, very soon. That timer was just for testing, so I'm actually going to reset that and get rid of it now. But that's going to come up when the game actually starts, as long as I remember. Hopefully I will. I'm quickly just going to get these starting lineups for you and just put them in the... Yeah, and just put them on the little scroller at the bottom so you can see them, just so you know who's playing. They're going to come up on the screen in a minute anyway, if you're watching the game. And we'll talk through them. So, who are we backing tonight? Who do we think will end up winning? Make sure you let me know. Chelsea have gone strong. Petrovic is in goal. Disasi at right back's a bit dodgy. Thiago Silva, Colwill and Chilwell. Caicedo, Fernandes. And then Sterling, Palmer, Mudryk and Armando Broja. So, a strong team, but not their strongest team. But there isn't really too much strength on their bench. Badia Shele, Madueke, Chukwuemeka's back. Conor Gallagher, Washington. But there is quite a few youth players on there as well, so it'll be interesting to see where that goes. So it's a strong enough Chelsea team. It's one that maybe should get the job done, but one that maybe won't. So Middlesbrough, we've got Glover, Vandenberg, Clark, Fry, who was very good in the first game, Forst, Howson, Barlaser, Ingle, Crooks, Rogers and Hackney. They have actually changed quite a bit. I think they've got even more injuries than they had in the first game. We've got a few players who did play in that game drop into the bench, and a few that aren't even in the squad. Brown obviously was very impressive in that first game. He's not there. And one of their midfielders as well. I apologise, I can't remember his name. He's not there either. Duke Steele's back on the bench. Very good fullback. I liked watching him at Charlton. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this game goes. But that Borough team perhaps isn't as strong as it could be. I don't know if they're rested. I think they've just got to go for it. I don't see why they would rest anyone, personally. So we've just got to kind of see what happens with that. But who knows? Who knows? We're going to just have a great game here, hopefully. The atmosphere, I can't really hear it very well because I've got to have it turned down for copyright reasons. But it looks pretty... It looks pretty good. Obviously, Borough are going to be up for this. If you're a Chelsea fan, I think you should be up for it as well. You're one game from Wembley. You've got to be up for it. You've got to be up for it. But, yeah, I'm just going to have another talk through those 11s just kind of while we wait. And benches. In formation, Chelsea looks like it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Borough look like they are going with... They've put us a 3-4-3 on Sky Sports, but we expect out of possession it's going to be a 5-back quite often tonight. And we just got to kind of wait and see where it goes from there. But yeah, it should be a good game, hopefully. I am very much looking forward to it. I'm guessing that you guys are as well. They are having a moment's applause here for Tommy Baldwin, who did play for Chelsea. So, of course, we will respect that. And obviously, condolences to his family. It is a shame. It does seem to be that we're doing this before every game these days, which is a real shame. But yeah, good to see both sides of the crowd showing him respect there. And of course, Chelsea will be hoping that they can honour him with a win there, as we see Michael Carrick in the crowd. Yeah, well observed by everyone. That's what we like to see. Let's see who can get. Come on, let's see who can get into the comment section. Who's going to be in there? Let's have a look. Yeah, we are just about ready for kickoff, I believe. Maybe a minute to go or two. We'll see. I'm expecting goals in this one. I don't know why. I'm actually going to predict it's going to be 1-1 on the night and Borough will go through 2-1. Starting with a lot of players ready to go into Chelsea half. Middlesbrough are just about to get us underway. I will press start at the start time as soon as they kick off and we will go. Gary Neville's on commentary. What a night this could be. We could get a few oohs and ahs from him. We are underway at the Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty strong Chelsea side, apart from what against what I would say was maybe a little bit of an underpowered Middlesbrough side. But they do hold the lead. And the longer they keep it 0-0, and especially if they score, this is going to be nervy for Chelsea. The crowd are going to get nervous. They're a very nervous team, and they do lack confidence quite a lot. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. The timer should have come up now. We are ready for a bit of football. Oh, this should be good. I'm just going to move my chair up a little bit so I cover a bit more of the screen. I have to sit really low and it's not that comfortable normally for FIFA. Because I've got the whole screen for myself. Should be a bit better. Oh, that's a good little diag there already. Middlesbrough keeper is out to it straight away. Not letting anything happen. And yeah, Borough kept the ball very, very well in the first game. Chelsea are already pressing a lot higher, but Borough are playing around quite well. This Michael Carrick style of possession, it's had a lot of plaudits, and I can see why. I really can see why. It does. I mean, it is quite nice. It is quite nice to look at, and yeah, Carrick's done a brilliant job. Obviously, they're just like mid-table in the league, so they can completely go for this. I don't expect. A lot of us may have done before the season, but I don't really expect to see Borough in the playoffs. What a night this could be for them. I think whoever they play in the final, whether it is Fulham or more likely after the first leg Liverpool, I think they'll lose. But who knows? One-off cup final, what a day it would be for those fans. That would be unbelievable as Ben Chilwell just walks out to play there. Borough have settled quite early on here. They're getting on the ball. They're hounding Chelsea quite well. And it looks like they are going to be playing a lot of long ball tonight. But against these Chelsea centre-backs, why not? Why not? A lot of them are pretty shaky. Obviously, Thiago Silva very experienced. Colwell's pretty good. I've never been convinced by Disasi though, and I think a lot of people will agree with me. I'm just not convinced by him or whatsoever. Obviously, he could prove me wrong tonight, but I wouldn't. The way I look at it, especially with Premier League players, is would I have them at West Ham? Absolutely not. Absolutely no way. Yeah, Chelsea, I was about to say enjoying a bit of possession there. Cole was giving it away cheaply. That's a lovely bit of skill there from Johnny Howson. And unfortunately, a poor touch does surrender possession there. But Middlesbrough have shown, obviously they've shown in the first game, that they've got a bit about them. And that's what I think makes this game so interesting, that they genuinely could beat Chelsea over two legs. When obviously a Championship team draws a Premier League team, you expect they might show some quality, but the Premier League team will just have too much. And yeah, that's not definitely going to be the case in this game. It's not a foregone conclusion that how many of us even expect Chelsea to definitely come back from this? I'm sure a lot of you watching may be Chelsea fans. I know quite a lot of my subscribers are Chelsea fans, so kind of see what you think about this. Cold Palmer in the chat, obviously. I'm presuming you are a Chelsea fan. How are you feeling about this, mate? How are you feeling about the game? I'm guessing you'd be quite nervous as a Chelsea fan, unless you're just a Cole Palmer fan, because I know they exist as well. But yeah, I still think there's a lot of time for Chelsea to get the job done, and whether Middlesbrough can hold out for another 90 minutes, I don't know. He's shaking. Cole Palmer is pretty cold. That might be why. But yeah, Palmer's got to have a better performance in the first game. He can't be as bad as he was in the first game. I'm just going to move that chair up a little bit more. There you go. I'm making myself look tall. It's brilliant. But yeah, Palmer can't really have a worse game. He was really good apart from his finishing, so I expect we'll see a good performance from him today. But who knows? Who knows? Cup games are like this for a reason. Up the Borough, mate. That's what Jay Sully's saying. I'm agreeing. I'm sorry to any Chelsea fans, but it would be very interesting to see Borough do this against a team that have spent copious amounts of money. But it'll be interesting either way. And that first leg, Borough have played good football. That's the thing. A lot of teams, they will go play against a small team. Well, Borough are not a small team at all. But you'd expect Chelsea to win just because they're a Premier League team, Borough a Championship team. They're not playing just Route 1 football. They are putting it on the deck. They're popping it around nicely. Yeah, and obviously Borough are a team who've been in the Premier League quite often. So yeah, I'm sure their fans will be used to travelling to Stamford Bridge every so often. And I remember when they were up in the Premier League, they never played bad football. But yeah, this is good brand Michael Carrick's got them playing. If they could do this every single week, I think they're a team that a lot of people would like in the Premier League. Up to 7 of you in the chat right now. Let's get some more predictions in here. I know we've got a lot of nervy people watching at the moment. But yeah, the Borough team is looking quite worrying already. In the middle, those two centre midfielders are getting a lot of time on the ball and they're using it quite well. They're not rushing it, which you will often see. They're not rushing it at all. I'm just going to put the starting 11s just in a little scroller for you guys quickly. I'm going to leave the Team of the Years thing there. I'm going to leave that up at 0 Team of the Years because we'll be back packing Team of the Years hopefully on Friday. And we will actually be packing all the team of the years. Every single team of the year is going to be packed, I'm telling you. But yeah, Chelsea just knocking it around right now. Obviously, if anything does happen in the game, I am going to tell you about it. But we can have more general football discussions or about just Chelsea in general, or obviously Borough in general. While we're just kind of waiting here. And yeah, Chelsea just generally are a very interesting team to watch because they've actually been on a very good run of form recently. I don't think anyone realised because of how poor they've been elsewhere. I also, without having looked, I would have presumed that Borough are further up the table. Knowing the kind of football they play and how much praise Michael Carrick's got, I would have assumed they're a bit further up the table than they are. But they're still a good team. And obviously, I think their focus has been on this competition over the last few weeks and probably for the quarter-final as well. It's a lovely little cross-field ball. And Borough have the chance to whip one into the box here. They put it along the floor. Oh, they've both missed it. Both the strikers there ran across it and missed it. But Borough are still being very, very good in possession. And they might have another chance here. It has been kicked away for a Borough throw-in. 2-0 Chelsea, 70th to 90th minute for the second goal. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But Chelsea looking very open and leaving a lot of gaps early on. Poch hasn't fielded his absolute strongest team. But they should be better than this. They're leaving a lot of gaps. And yeah, Borough are growing into the game a lot more than Chelsea right now. It has to be said. Absolutely has to be said. I think if you're a Borough fan, you've got to be happy with what's happened so far in this game. They've looked good. They've been good value. Obviously, it's only 6 minutes in, so you can't really say who's been the better and worse team. But they've definitely shown that they've got enough. They showed it in the first leg, and you kind of worry that might have been a one-off performance, but they've started in the same kind of vein here. So I'm getting more confident that Borough could actually do it. But yeah, for anyone that is getting in, just let me know what you think about what we're going to be seeing tonight. But yeah, I do think Borough are still getting disrespected after playing very well in the first leg. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But yeah, this Borough team, looking at it, there is quite a few changes to it. I don't know the most about Borough, and I do apologise about that. But yeah, there is some changes to it. But Mudryk just gets pushed off the ball really easy there. And they've actually got a 4-on-5 here, Middlesbrough. They do have a bit of space, but they can't find it. They want Sterling at 9 and Breuer on the bench. Started Madueke. I would say Jackson's at AFCON, isn't he? Which isn't really too much of a. It's not really too much of a loss, is it? To have him there. Chelsea are finally getting up the pitch here a little bit with that man we were talking about, Raheem Sterling. But yeah, Sterling started the season well, and he just kind of fell off, didn't he? I don't really know how he's doing at the moment. I know he's been poor, but a lot of time the stats aren't brilliant. But yeah. Okay, then we've got a chance here for Mudryk, who sends it into the crowd, but it did take a deflection. There was a tackle in there, which means that Chelsea are going to get the first corner of the night. Yeah, that just keeps it interesting. You know. We didn't see, from what I remember, too many set pieces in the first leg. I could stop paying attention to that now. We should be okay. Should be all sorted. But yeah, I don't remember seeing too many set pieces in the first leg. And they've put up the cursed stats saying that Borough concede a lot from corners. They're trying to will this Chelsea go into existence over on Sky Sports. But I'll be honest, for viewing figures, on Sky Sports' part, surely they want Borough in the final and not another Liverpool-Chelsea. It's in, okay, it's headed away. Mudryk back on the edge. Chelsea are going to do what they always do here. Going to pass around, and overhit across into the box. He's actually hit it straight to first man. Raheem Sterling. It's been knocked around here. Oh, a bit of head tennis. Two Borough players have crashed into each other. Looks like there may be a head injury. It has been cleared and it has gone out for a Chelsea throw on the halfway line. Two Borough players colliding into each other there, so you can't really complain about that. You don't want the ball in the air. Yeah, I get that, man. I actually think Borough are knocking it around a bit better on the floor. When it gets in the air, you guys are being physical and holding off okay. I think around Disarcy, the ball's got to stay on the floor. He looks so shaky every time a ball in the air goes anywhere near him. He lets it bounce, which tells you enough. He always lets it bounce, which is really poor. But yeah, Chelsea Fulham, mate. I think that'd be a dusty final. Fulham wouldn't be able to fill their allocation. It's not really a rivalry when people say it is. I think either team against Liverpool. I mean, Fulham have literally been to a cup final once and they've never won anything, so it'd be a massive occasion for them. But I still don't know if they would fill it. They probably would, because obviously they have done for playoff finals and stuff. But I just don't know if that would be the most brilliant game. But I think Fulham have got a good chance. If Fulham get to the final, they could definitely beat either team, in my opinion. Just been knocked around a bit here by Chelsea. Obviously, they've got... Yeah, so you say West London derby. Fulham are the only team out of the two that really care about it, though. That's the thing. I know quite a lot of Chelsea fans, and basically, literally none of them care about the Fulham game. It's just another game of Premier League football. And that's probably been because you haven't played each other too much. Maybe if you played each other more often... Oh, is this a goal? No, it's behind. The keeper has clattered... No, into Ben Chilwell, I believe. And Areola had a penalty for getting elbowed in the face. Given against him. We'll see Ben Chilwell, that's a brilliant run, and that is a brilliant ball over the top as well. All I'm saying is that was a penalty on There's no VAR, obviously. That was a penalty on Sunday. The one on Sunday actually wasn't that bad. That is far worse than the penalty given against Areola on Sunday. In my opinion. I think Borough have got away with one a bit there. Do I think that should be a penalty? Perhaps not, but based on what has been given recently, you'd expect that to be given. If there was VAR, I'm sure they'd pull them up on it. But I don't know what you guys think. I'm guessing if you're a Chelsea fan, you're going to think it's a penalty, Borough fan not. But I'm really interested to see what neutrals think, especially. I could have seen why that was given. Do I think it should be a penalty? Probably not. But there's been softer ones given for very, very similar incidents recently. And yeah, that just shows I'm still not happy about the Areola one. More than that, I'm not happy about Bowen getting rugby tackled. But we're not here to talk about West Ham today. I don't know why I've gone with the Dortmund kit, by the way. I don't know if anyone on either team has ever played for Dortmund. I have got a former Chelsea player on the back of this Dortmund kit, though. I'm sure a lot of you could probably guess who that is then. It wasn't very good during his time at Chelsea. It's been knocked across there to Enzo. He's in a lot of space. But yeah, I think Borough can definitely say that they've got lucky there. Enzo's just going to play it across. Yeah, Chelsea are starting to not find gaps in the Borough defence, but they are starting to get themselves up the pitch. Their back line, just their general play is starting to get further up the pitch already. And that's just a poor giveaway there. But Borough, they are so pegged back at the moment. They don't really have anyone to give it to. And they did start brightly. They definitely did start brightly. I don't think you can say they didn't. But they're starting to retreat already. And you expect it to happen at some point. But I wasn't expecting it maybe 13 minutes in. But we did see at the Riverside that a lot of the time they would retreat back for a bit and then they'd kind of improve and get a bit more possession. Well, to be fair, I say improve. Just because you haven't got the ball doesn't mean you are playing badly. I think that's actually quite important to say. Some teams are happy not to have the ball. A lot of teams have started to do it against Brighton. Just let them have the ball. Or I know we did it against Arsenal. Arsenal fans went, oh, we had so much of the ball. We knocked it around your area the whole time. We deserve to win. If you're not creating chances and you're just having pointless possession, especially while you're losing, I think it shouldn't be frowned upon for a team to do that. It's not even really a low block. As long as you are being positive on the counter attack, I don't think it is a low block, and Borough will be. So I think if they're just sitting in and Chelsea aren't threatening, then you're just inviting them to sit in, aren't you? So that's kind of my opinion on it. Chilwell, he's played a brilliant ball through there. It's Raheem Sterling for 1-1. He knocks it across to Breuer, and it's in. Chelsea have got their equaliser, and I think now that that's happened, we've got to say that Chelsea are probably going to be going to Wembley. I can't see Borough winning outright on the night, I've got to say. But who knows, they may still get a point. So now it's 1-1 on aggregate. Chelsea lead 1-0 on the night. And I think they've scrapped away goals. I'm not completely sure. But I think they've scrapped away goals. Let me check. I think they've got rid of it. Yeah, away goals doesn't reply. Yeah, I thought it didn't. I just had to check. Because I know they decided, they thought about bringing it back in and didn't. You said, I mean, Sully is kind of unlucky. It's an own goal, but he had to do it. He had to do it because Breuer was going to score it. Well, we say that. Maybe he wasn't because he's a Chelsea player, but Breuer was probably going to score anyway. Borough are coming straight at Chelsea here, and they've got a corner, though. That's a positive response from them. I did say I think they retreated too early. Jesus decided not to show his face until Chelsea scored. Standard behaviour there. He's all big. He's all big now. They've spent £1 billion to be drawing with Middlesbrough. How it is, lads. How it is. But Borough have got a corner here. But yeah, I just think they went too negative and they got too scared too quickly. Unfortunately, they've gone with a very interesting corner routine here. Short corner. Oh, this is unbelievable. Shoot! Oh, saved. That was a proper nice corner routine. That they've played the short corner, a few flicks in there. There's some beautiful football going on here at Middlesbrough. It just doesn't catch the shot properly though, and yeah, the keeper does do well. Edouard Mendy, back in the day, or Kepa, or maybe even Sanchez. Might have let that in. But yeah, they backed off too much far too early, I've got to say. Obviously, when you are a championship team, and you're used to playing 2 games a week most of the time, and this is one of the rare times that you're not playing 2 games a week, and you could probably do with the rest. So the fatigue I get for them. I don't know if Chelsea... Did they play this week? Did Chelsea play this weekend? I think they played last weekend, didn't they? Yeah, I think Chelsea have had a lot more rest than Borough as well. So that might factor into it, especially because this is the Tuesday game and not the Wednesday game. That extra day. I know you think they're professional athletes and stuff, but it does still mean a lot. And that's a good little flick here. Borough have come alive since they conceded. I said... Oh, it was last week, yeah. So Chelsea have had that extra bit of rest as well. Another one just goes through to the goalkeeper there. Yeah, Borough are positive. If they carry on like this, I reckon they will score. Whether it will be enough, I don't know. But they're definitely giving themselves a chance here. It's just a shame that it took them conceding for this to happen. Because obviously they are still the lesser fancy team. And they're still not losing. So it's good to see them going for it. But I think... Yeah, I think with a team like Chelsea, you have to hit them. We let them have the game at the London Stadium, but we had 10 men, so it is a little bit different. But with Chelsea, you've got to take the game to them a lot of the time. If it gets late on, maybe not. You play Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, so it's a weird. It's just a weird. Yeah, it's a very weird rota. Chilwell has tried to make that run in behind again. He's on that diag every time. And to be fair, the midfielders are finding him really, really well. It's a difficult pass to make. It's a difficult skill. So, great credit to them. If you guys want to work out how far behind I am, look at the timer, by the way. After I react to something, it's taking about 20 seconds to get to you. So, I'm probably about 40 seconds behind what's actually going on. That'd be my best guess. Because obviously I'm watching it online. I'm not watching it on... I'm guessing a lot of you, obviously in the UK, will probably be watching it on cable or by satellite, which is obviously a lot quicker. It's a bit ahead, so we'll see. But yeah, they're looking for that diag again. Enzo made the run that time. They decided not to go for it. And that's just a sloppy pass back to Colwell. It's just got to chase it a bit. And it gets Middlesbrough up the pitch a little bit. Little stuff like that. On nights like this, and especially in the Premier League, that can be very important. Small margins, and Colwell's massively overhit that out for a goal kick. That was extremely poor from him. He just blows hot and cold a bit too often. Colwell, he just has games that are poor too often, in my opinion. And it's frustrating when you see players, and you can see it's frustrating when you see players that can be this good, and you know they can be that good, and they do it like decent amounts, but they just don't do it enough. And I think that's what I see with Colwell. He's definitely, obviously he's got a lot of time on his side. He's definitely going to be up there for a while. But whether he's Chelsea level, Man City level, does it every week, or whether he's below that level, just waits to be seen. 2 cup games in 3 days. Who have Chelsea got in the FA? It's a difficult game, isn't it, from what I remember? I'm not completely sure. Just let me check that. I'll just get BBC Sport up and I'll check that. Borough's still in the FA Cup as well. They're getting forward here, Borough, but I will talk about if they go any further. Looks like they're going to lose out here. Brilliant tackle, which just kind of bouncing around in the middle. And Borough can't get a foot on the ball at the moment. I actually think they're struggling. Oh, you've got Villa in the cup. Yeah, that is a difficult game. Borough are actually struggling when the ball's in the air, in my opinion. Have they been given a Sunday game, Middlesbrough? Don't know if they're still in the FA Cup or not. We'll see. I don't think they are. No, they're not. Yeah, that's probably beneficial not being in the cup for Middlesbrough. Oh yeah, you lost 1-0 to Villa, didn't you? I watched that game as well. Well, not the whole thing, but I watched like second half of that game. So I probably should have realised that. But yeah, Borough are not out of this by any means, but long way to go. 70 minutes plus any injury time. We'll get revenge for you. Nice. Chelsea are actually starting to creep up the table a bit. I realised they're only about I think they're only 5 points behind us. They're only 4 points. Yeah, they're only 4 points behind West Ham. That actually might stay in. That is a brilliant run. Poor touch in the end, though, and it's going to be a goal kick. It's just... Is that Van der Berg, I want to say his name is. I might be wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong. He's making some good little marauding runs forward, but once he gets on the ball, he's not too confident on it. He's a little bit sloppy. Don't mind Borough. There's not really any reason not to like them, is there? They play nice football. Likeable manager. Good fan base. There's no reason not to like Middlesbrough, I think, unless you support Sunderland or Newcastle. Why would you not like them? Or being different towards them. There's no reason to hate them, in my opinion. Yeah. Chilwell just bouncing it around here. Colwell chilling. Chelsea happy being 1-0 up. Borough, obviously, they'd rather be winning, but I think they're happy that they've kind of stabilised a bit now. EFL team's Bolton. We love Bolton. We love Bolton. JJ Okocha Bolton was the best. What's the best? How come, bro? If you live in Scotland, how come it's Bolton? Is there a reason for it? Are you a Fogden enjoyer, or... I probably shouldn't be accusing people of that. Those are serious allegations. But yeah, we're 22 minutes in now, and we've just got a kind of lull period in the game. We haven't even had a shot for a little while now. But on a 1-0 up. Oh yeah, there's games tonight, isn't there? They're league games. Where they thingy of the EFL trophy. It's League 1, League 2 games tonight. For anyone that does care about the scores there, Bolton are beating Cheltenham. Bristol Rovers are losing at home to Exeter. Northampton lead away at Charlton 2-1. Barnsley are 1-0 up away at Oxford. 0-0 between Wigan and Wickham. 0-0 between Reading and Derby. For anyone that cares, you love Fogden. I find him quite annoying. I can't lie. But if you find him annoying, just don't watch him. You don't need to be that horrible to him. There's a lot of people are on the internet. Like, he's not that. He's going to make mistakes. He's a kid, isn't he? It's not that deep. That's a lovely little turn there. Cole Palmer's tried to foul the man, and he has. Yeah, Chelsea have won it back there. Just little bit sneaky there, but nothing you wouldn't expect. Diarcy's had a shot from about 40 yards. Chelsea still keep possession after a deflection. Palmer's on the floor. This is chaos. She's got teams Dundee, Aberdeen, and Clydebank. Decent. Dundee and Aberdeen do play each other every now and again, though, don't they? I'm guessing Clydebank don't play them that often. Oh, it's a bit of deflection there, and Borough could be in. Borough could be in. I think Colwell's got a cross, and Borough have just got a throw in, but that could have ended badly. Yeah, Borough are going to get, I'd say, maybe 3 or 4, at least half chances in this game. But it's just whether they can take them or not. It really is. And, yeah, Chelsea will probably get those chances too, but you expect them probably to take at least one of them. On any other performance this season, Cole Palmer would have scored at the Riverside at some point. So he probably has that bad performance out of his system now. He hasn't really had anything for him tonight though, but the way they're playing doesn't really involve him that much at the moment. They're looking at those diagonal balls over the top, which are causing a lot of problems. But yeah, Borough are very, very confident in possession here. Yeah, and I do very much respect, even if they lose, I respect the way they've gone into this game. I think they've made a lot of people like them, and a lot of people look out for them. Yeah, by playing good football. And yeah, Thiago Silva will just kick it outright to Diarcy there. Not really too much pressure on the ball, but not really. Chelsea aren't really going anywhere either. And I think Borough do know that, but this is kind of what we saw before the first goal. Borough getting further. They looked comfortable, but they were getting further and further back. Then the pressure starts to build because you are pegged so far back, including your striker, who is standing halfway inside your own half at the moment, and it just kind of gets worse from there. So yeah, they are kind of falling into the same trap again, and Chelsea are going to have possession. Well, of course they are. But even when Borough just pushing up a little bit, it was a bit easier for them. And they would just have, they just have bursts in the game, but which is good for a championship side to have probably over the game at least 20 minutes where they're the better team. It's obviously quite good. And that is a lovely ball into Mudryk there, and it was actually dealt with quite well. Mudryk thought the tackle was going to come in. He actually held back from the tackle and managed to let it roll out for a goal kick. So I think he's done very well there. Enzo again, he's been pretty good tonight. I'm a big critic of Enzo. I think he's a bigger scam than Anthony. He's useless normally, but he's having a good game tonight. Maybe it's finally quick. Maybe it is finally actually clicking for him. He's playing quite well. Mudryk looks alright as well, but yeah. Vandenberg, he has been the man getting forward from that back three. Oh, good little touch there. But yeah, Borough do settle on the ball quite well. You see a lot of championship teams. The difference between them and a Premier League team is in the first touch. With Borough, it doesn't seem to be the case. Their passing hasn't been top-notch, though, and they almost had to pay for it there. Cole Palmer back on the ball. Oh, that was very tight to be in Armando Broja through on goal. Just managing to get in the way, though. But yeah, Borough's passing, not great. But Howson is settling on the ball very, very nicely in the middle. He's making things tick at the moment. He's put in quite an impressive performance so far, I've got to say. I'd be very much happy with him from a Borough perspective. And yeah, just knocking it around. Vandenberg does look like a bit of a weak link. He does. And yeah, it's a shame because the way the system works, it frees him up quite a bit to have quite a lot of time on the ball. Especially when they are getting forward, a lot of time he will be one of the players who's got the ball further up the pitch. And his technical ability just isn't there tonight. Again, he's shown little snippets, but not enough. Not enough. If you guys are coming in, if you could like the stream, by the way, that is very, very helpful for me. So I would appreciate that. And especially if you've been enjoying the game so far. And it's been an alright one. Obviously, we had quite a lot of drama. We had quite a lot of drama in the opening few minutes. We had that big bit of pressure by Chelsea. It resulted in a goal, but then it's kind of gone to a little bit of a quiet spell. But it's a cup semi-final. Both teams are going to have that nerves about them, and there is the risk of trying something. If it doesn't come off, the other team might be through on goal. You might waste a good chance or something. So I know the nerves are there, and neither team's going to play at their absolute best tonight. Because of that, you rarely do see teams play at their absolute best in cup games. But we'll just have to see. It's a good little pass there. James Sterling's gone with a chop. It is a good chop as well. Chelsea could be in. It's fallen to Enzo and he scored. Enzo makes it 2-1. Chelsea are inching closer and closer to Wembley by the minute. 2 on the night and 2 in the tie for Chelsea. You turned it around. There's a lot of time to go, but it's now 2-1 to Chelsea, and we'll see how Borough respond to that. I think they'll... Bro, Jesus actually just spawns in whenever Chelsea score a goal. He actually does. He spawns in. From a Borough perspective, it's a similar thing. Broja's in the box on his own. They've managed to pull players away from him and give him a bit of space. It's just freed it up for someone else. This time it isn't an own goal, but Enzo managed to sneak in. He's poor defending. It's poor defending. Chelsea get an extra body in the box, and that is probably the downside of playing that back three. Again, yeah, Vandenberg's nowhere to be seen. Howson's dropping back in, but not dropping back in very well. Obviously, he's more of a possession footballer. So, what can you do? What can you do? 2-0 to Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea fans could have seen this opening half an hour going much better. And fair play to them. They look like they may be on their way to Wembley. But if Borough stay calm, who knows? I'm not very confident in them at all. I wouldn't be confident as a Borough fan. Before the game, I think you had a lot of reason to be hopeful. But now, I don't see Borough getting to the final. But who knows? Chelsea collapses are not something that we're unfamiliar with, are they? So, it could still happen. It could still happen, but hopefully it's not an absolute rout here by Chelsea. Hopefully it stays a very close and very interesting game for the neutral. Obviously, I think if you're a Chelsea fan, you just like to win it 4 or 5-0 and just be very, very comfortable. But I don't think Michael Carrick will let that happen. And Borough could have a half chance here. Chelsea have still been sloppy in possession. They just haven't... They've gone backwards. You can't be going backwards there. You can't. I know they've conceded 2 goals and maybe want to calm stuff down a bit, but you can't be going backwards there. You've got to hit them. You've got to hit them, and they've actually played themselves into trouble. It's a bit self-destructive here from Middlesbrough at the moment. It's very, very disappointing. They had a chance there. they've won it on halfway line a few times. They've just gone backwards. They've just tried to keep the ball, which is well and good, trying to keep the ball. But you're playing it. In doing it, you're kind of playing it a lot of times. People are already under pressure. I don't think it's a good idea, especially when you're playing it to your players that perhaps aren't as strong on the ball, aren't as good on the ball. I just don't think it's a good idea. Down that right hand side, it's just not working for Middlesbrough at the moment, defensively and attacking. They haven't really gone down the left as much, but when they have, it's looked good. Colwell again, I will say it a lot tonight, just settling on the ball at the back. Thiago Silva alongside him. Zalsi is actually pushing up. Not really getting too advanced. But again, they play that little diagonal ball. This time on the floor through to Sterling. Might fall for Mudryk. No, it's been headed away and flicked away. But it's very, very simple passes. Chilwell's asleep there, and there could be a half chance. Borough have got numbers. Have a shot, my son. Have a shot. He's left the ball behind. This is very much a below par performance from Middlesbrough when it comes to the final product. And Chelsea could have counter-attacked there, but Raheem Sterling looks like he's limping. No, okay, he's exploded a bit of pace, played it across to no one. And I think he could have done a much better job there. Could have done a much better job, made a lot more of that. But it's really frustrating when Borough do have those half chances, just like falling over the ball and stuff like that. It's not the day to be doing that. Good little play from him there. Again, there's snippets of brilliant play in this game. Number 10 is miles offside. And, yeah, his teammate didn't realise that. So Chelsea's just going to get it back. It's another promising attack that Middlesbrough have just thrown away. And I don't think Mr. Carrick is going to be too happy. Because they've shown promise, but they haven't converted it into anything. And they've had one very good shot on goal. They had one lovely corner routine, but they've used that corner routine. Now, you're not going to be able to do that again. I do say that you're playing Chelsea, so maybe, just maybe, you will, but I don't think they'll be able to do that corner routine and make it work again. And yeah, I would be frustrated as a Borough fan. It's great they've got this far, but you want to keep going. Especially when you get this far, you want to keep going. You want to go as far as you can, and I think there was a chance for them tonight, and there still could be a chance for them tonight. But you've got to play better. You've got to play better. Midfield knocks it around nicely. Defence has been poor. That finishing and final ball has been poor. As Cole Palmer plays it through to Enzo. Oh, just doesn't catch it properly. That was another big chance. There is a lot of gaps at the back. If you need a video to watch, recommend Sam North in a video and a massive club that were completely screwed. You're on it. I might have a watch then. I might have a watch. I'll see. I do need some new series and stuff to watch on YouTube. There's not really too much that interests me at the moment. Even when I look at my subscription box, I don't really watch anything. The only thing I consistently watch is Hard as Geezer. Who's the guy that's running across Africa, for any of you that don't know. He's literally the only thing that I watch consistently on YouTube. So yeah. Give me recommendations. Your name's Aiden. Aiden, have you been in the chat before? You've been in the chat before very much. I know we do get quite a few Cole Palmer stands. Sterling's just been flagged offside there. That'll actually look quite tight. Lino has a better view of that than me. But that did look quite tight. We're going to see here. Haven't been in the chat before. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I do really appreciate it. I hope you've had a good time so far, mate. We're just going to watch that second goal for Chelsea again, that Fernandes one. Is a little bit of luck involved. Broy completely scuffs his shot and it falls into Enzo's path. But you can't leave someone standing unmarked on the penalty spot. You really can't. And that's kind of that is kind of the defending we've been used to seeing from Chelsea this season. But they're benefiting from another team playing like that right now. And yeah, I mean, they're not too worried in defence because Middlesbrough can't convert their chances. And again, Middlesbrough try and play a little slide ball there. Thiago Silva does it brilliantly well. Cole Palmer, because you like him, yeah, fair enough. He's probably been the Chelsea player that's shown the most promise and given you the most hope and most stuff to look forward to this season, definitely. But yeah, it's definitely looking up for Chelsea, not just in this game, but in the season. They are creeping up that table. And I do think there's still quite a good chance of you getting Europe. I don't think it'll be Champions League, but Conference League or definitely Europa League. Sully's gone, yeah. Yeah, I think he might have done. I mean, it is what it is. Probably just wants to enjoy the game, you know.
Cheers,
good little feet there from Borough. That guy doesn't look very confident on the ball. For me, that was a foul. Didn't look like he got any of the ball. Chelsea man, I think it was Levi Colwell. And again, they're just trying to play it through ball every single time. They're going for the killer ball straight away, Chelsea, and it has been effective. So I can't really blame them. Can't really blame him for it. Again, that one's just got a bit too much power on it, but he's dealt with it extremely well. And there's a lot of space out on that left wing for Middlesbrough at the moment, if they can maybe find it. They've decided to go to the right again, which hasn't really been too fruitful for them so far in this game. But yeah, they're knocking it around okay, but they're up the pitch a bit now. Chelsea have left gaps, but Borough aren't really finding them. They do look... Yeah, they don't look comfortable on the ball, really. A lot of the time they have in this game, but they just don't at the moment. They don't look very comfortable on the ball. Just settling again here, Middlesbrough, but they've been forced back. And Chelsea's pressing trap has worked so well. They've won it back again there. Disarcy's won it high. It's a ball to Sterling. It goes across again. Disarcy 3-1. 3-1 on aggregate, 3-0 on the night. Dreadful from Middlesbrough. Very poor from a Middlesbrough perspective, that. Extremely poor. Disarcy scores. I was literally talking about the pressing trap as it happened. Borough have only got themselves to blame. Chelsea have adapted their game plan. And it's gone really well. It's schoolboy stuff from Borough. And this is why they are where they are in the Championship, even though they have the ability to play very, very good football. It was so obvious that was going to happen. Every time they go back and play that square ball across the defence, the Chelsea trap goes in straight away. They win the ball back, and then they run down the wing and cut it back. They've scored the same... It's been the same error 3 times. From a Middlesbrough perspective, you can't blame Chelsea. It's a good finish, especially for a defender. But I think that's that. 36 minutes in, I think that's curtains, lads. Poch is unmoved. Cricket score, maybe. Yeah. I'd say get one more to be safe. Because if Borough score the next goal, it does get a little bit shaky again. But Chelsea should be well on their way now. But I don't... Well, I might support Fulham tomorrow then. I don't want another Liverpool-Chelsea final because they're always boring. They're always boring and Liverpool always win. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of the minimum for Chelsea with no Europe this season. I think this season, even if they do win this, I think the season's a failure. Because you won't like what I'm going to say. Spending $1 billion to win the Carabao Cup isn't good enough. You should be winning more than that. Should be winning more than that and finishing at least in the top 4. Next season, genuinely, within like 2 seasons, if you don't win the league in the next 2 years, this project is a failure. And I know people aren't going to like that. But that's my opinion. To outspend everyone by that much. I mean, they're playing alright tonight, but I don't think they're having to play particularly well. I think Borough have been naive. So they just haven't had to play that well. But yeah, I'd say one more for Chelsea to be very, very comfortable. But I don't see a way that Middlesbrough go through here. Mudryk trying to go through, he's still crap. At 9, you'll be watching Love Island. You'll still watch me. I could just do a Love Island watch long instead. It's probably going to be a bit more drama than this game so far. I don't really know too much about it, apart from that Toby from #United's not my thing. Not my thing, really, Love Island. It's had its moments in the past, but it's finished, man. It's finished. But yeah, we're at Craven Cottage tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm busy, so I can't be doing a watch along for that game. But I'm guessing Chelsea fans would much rather play against Fulham. I think either way, it's gonna be a difficult game for them, but we'll see. We'll see. Just knocking it around. Borough again. Not really going anywhere. Go on, pass it back, pass it to the left and lose the ball, lads. Have we got any Calvin Phillips news? Have we got any Calvin Phillips news for the old Hammers? That'd be nice. Be nice to see. What's your opinion on that signing, guys? By the way, I was probably getting Calvin Phillips on loan, maybe with an option. We're not too sure. Let me know what you think of that. Looks like it's gonna be a foul for Chelsea there. Nothing really going on again for Chelsea here. Felipe Canizales has just said that in 2011-12, Tom Cleverley was better than Yaya Toure. That's exactly what we like. That's exactly what we like. First booking of the night is going to be for a Borough player. Probably frustration, but you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that, we'll say. Yeah, that's a yellow. It's just frustration. He's late. He's caught him. It's nothing more than a yellow. It's not just, but Matt Crooks has just been a bit silly there. He didn't need to do that. Ted Kurd is on the bench, by the way. He was playing for #United 2 weeks ago, and he's a goalie. It's just mad. It's just mad. Stuff like that happens. But that's why we like football. That's why we like football. That's why we love it. Even you're probably not loving it as a Borough fan right now, but as a Chelsea fan, you're probably quite happy. And Chelsea just coming forward again here with Cole Palmer. He's gone for a little dink ball over the top. That wasn't really on. Yeah. West Ham are trying to sign some random winger. Proper like FM Wonder Kids vibes. But yeah, I think Borough are done already, unfortunately. Up to 10 of you in the chat. Wow, okay, that's come out of nowhere. But yeah, this game, I thought I wanted it to stay close. Another Chelsea goal, which we might get here, could kill it. It's Cole Palmer, and he's put it away. I spoke it into existence. Cole Palmer makes it 4 on the night. We see the celebration, which I'm still not convinced on. And yeah, if that wasn't that, it certainly is now. It's turning into an awful night for Borough, an awful night for their fans. 4 for Chelsea on the night, 4 for Chelsea in the tie. Real shame. It's again trying to play out from the back. 4 times now. They've lost it in that kind. They've lost it very, very high up the pitch. It's just not good enough. This has been a naive, I think is the word. It's been a naive performance from Middlesbrough. They've kept trying to play the same way, even though that way's not working. And by playing the same way, I don't mean that they don't need to play possession. You can still play possession football, but it's playing that same pass, that same pattern of play every time, and it going wrong every time. I would be so frustrated, and we will need a miracle now. An absolute miracle to not be seeing a Chelsea team in the final of this tournament. And once they get there, it's a one-off game. They could do it. Who knows? But yeah, I do feel for the travelling Borough fans. A lot of them have already gone for half-time pint, and it could be 5. They've lost it in their own box again. This is a dreadful performance from them. I don't mean any offence to Chelsea. Obviously, they've been clinical. They've scored 4 goals. They haven't had to play well to get these goals. And that's not me saying Chelsea are bad, because they haven't been. Cricket score, yeah. Borough are just falling further and further apart, mate. It's been a very routine night for Chelsea. They haven't really had to work for any of these goals. The first one, perhaps, a little bit. But yeah, the last 2 goals, they haven't even really needed to create. They've just let errors happen and then tapped it into an empty net. So yeah, I think this game will be done. Borough aren't offering anything going forward, like ever. The Normality Channel with Riley Taylor. Good to have you in the chat, mate. Good evening to you. Yeah, this game hasn't gone how I was expecting it to, I've got to say. It'd be interesting to know how you feel about it. I'm like, yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I don't think you can believe your luck. The Chelsea fans, like, yeah, Aidan, let me know if I'm wrong, if you were expecting this tonight, but I thought Chelsea would go through, but I thought it would be a very, very difficult game. I wasn't expecting this at all. Wow. The question is, when are Chelsea... I mean, like, it's just mad. Yeah, they've got... it's Chelsea midweek takeover. I know. Are you going to watch the women's game tomorrow? Because it's on the same time as Liverpool. It's on the same time as Liverpool Fulham, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, Chelsea women's team may be cooking. If they sign Ramirez, they're going to be even better. And they're getting close to winning that Champions League, I think. Madrid aren't particularly good, in my opinion, either. Bar or Carmona, like, are any of them actually that good? They just get spanked by Barcelona. That's the only reason the women's Real Madrid team exists, to make Barcelona fans feel better. So yeah, I reckon this might be Chelsea's year. You'll be doing a watch long for Chelsea Real Madrid. Decent, man. The problem with that is I do think there will be a lot of appetite for the other game that's on at the same time. But yeah, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. Go on, keep sitting there. Keep sitting. Aye! Slide tackle inside the opposition penalty area for no reason. Get in there. Get in there, boys. That's what we love to see. Absolute madness. But yeah, you watch it for Chelsea. But yeah, Chelsea women's team normally play better football than the men. I still don't think the men have played particularly good football tonight, but Middlesbrough, I think that's the biggest thing for them to cheer this half, getting that slide tackle in. They could have made it 1-1 as well, right after they conceded. I think that's the moment where he didn't catch the shot properly. It was a good save anyway, but if he got any kind of power behind that, along with the accuracy, that was going to be a goal. And 1-1, maybe it was Chelsea. Maybe it would have been Chelsea that collapsed. So it's just mad. It's just sliding doors moments like that. That's another nothing ball, but yeah, Chelsea have made it look dangerous. We are into injury time, obviously you can see on the screen there that we are into injury time. And we'll go back to 45 minutes for the start of the second half, don't you worry about that. As you kind of keep track of where we are. But it's just been too easy. It's been far too easy for this Chelsea team. They haven't had to really do anything. It's not even that. Brighton away on Saturday, yeah, you'll win that. Mate, you're going to win that easily against Brighton. That should be a cricket score. They're just okay. And Chelsea are lacking a few players in the women's team, but they'll still do Brighton over, I reckon. To be fair, we're like joint bottom of the WSL on points. We're above Bristol on goal difference as far as I know, but yeah, it's just mad how so many teams just get spanked by Chelsea women and Arsenal. We went to see Chelsea women and Reading when they won the league. Mate, that would have been a good experience. One of my best experiences as a football fan. I've been to a few West Ham women's games. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the FA Cup final that we ended up losing to City because the men were playing the same day, and that was a big game if I remember. But yeah, that Euros final was special. I was at Wembley that day. It was brilliant. Yeah, we got a new follower on Twitch. Charlie21, thank you for following over on Twitch. That should have come up on the alert box. Unfortunately, it hasn't for some reason. Yeah, West Ham raced by Tottenham. That was a great game. That was a great game. We were unlucky. I think we were unlucky, but if you scoring 3 goals like that, we should have enough to stay up. Especially if we do get another centre back over the line, and into the team. I think we should stay up. It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, we're at half time right now, and I think there's only one team that are going to be going through. Should we talk a little bit about transfer news alongside that half? We'll talk about WSL, and obviously we'll talk about Europe as well. But yeah, I think they've lost it. I think they've lost it here, Middlesbrough. Just, you saw Millie Brighton, Sam Kerr, you feel bad for her injured. Yeah, of course, man, of course. But she's been watching Christy Mewis. She's been over at Dagenham watching. As long as Chelsea aren't playing, probably end up running into Sam Kerr at some point. But yeah, Mewis and Gorey, that's a great midfield for West Ham. I'm excited to see them work together. I'm excited to see them working together for a full 90 minutes. Hopefully coming soon. But yeah, West Ham are in talks with Nordjylland over Ibrahim Osman. I don't know anything about him. I'm not going to pretend I do. If anyone's heard of him, obviously let me know. But there's a lot of transfer activity going on at the moment. There's a lot. Both in the women's and the men's game. When is the women's deadline? Is it the same day? So if you look over at the women's, there is a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, that Ramirez transfer would be absolutely massive. Rocky Rodriguez has gone for quite a big fee over in America. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot going on. Obviously, we've seen Hasegawa tied down to a big deal. You love Erin Cuthbert. Yeah, and Cuthbert's a very good player. I've watched us play Chelsea a few times. They're just a cut above. Yeah, and Erin Cuthbert is very good. Millie Bright is someone I like. I think Musovic is a very underrated goalie as well. Yeah, Jesse Fleming has left Chelsea today. I don't know how many of you have seen that. But yeah, that is... I wonder how much that Ramirez deal is, because that's going to be expensive. That is going to be expensive. But yeah, it's good to see that City are actually tying down players to decent contracts. We're not seeing 1 or 2 year contracts anymore. 4-0, yeah, madness. If we just go back to what Mr. Romano has been talking about today. Just looking at Ibrahim Osman, yeah, he's a pace merchant. We need that. We absolutely need that. He's a strong man with pace. That's exactly what you need from a Mr. Moyes attacker. But yeah, but just rounding up a few of the transfers from today for you. We'll give that a little talk. Apex Charles, yo, good to have you over on Twitch. Appreciate you coming over at half time. How are you feeling about the game? Have you managed to watch any of it? It's been very one-way traffic so far, obviously, hasn't it? Have you seen that Carlos Borges looks like he's going? Yeah, Phillips Online Hammers. I'm happy with that. It's a loan. There's not really any risk, and it's an option to buy, apparently, not an obligation. So if it goes well, we get to have him. But if it doesn't go well, then it's what it is. We'll probably be okay. Our midfield isn't awful. We don't desperately need Phillips. I just think he'd be very useful to have. Just watch second Kingsman. It is epic. I love Kingsman. I prefer the first one, but they're both great films. I haven't seen The King's Man yet. But yeah, Forest are trying to get Borges and Giovanni Reina. That'd be interesting. You're listening to it. Yeah, it's been poor for Borough so far. I've got to say, it's been very poor. I'd be very disappointed from them because they'd know that they could play better than that. But just tactically, I think they've been naive. They've tried to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's gone wrong over and over again. But yeah, for any of you that missed when I was talking about it earlier, I don't think them being a possession team is the problem at all. I think they're okay at it. It's just the patterns of play they've been practicing. You can tell that if they can't get anywhere, they've got to shift it across and try and go forward again. And Chelsea know that as soon as they do that shift across, just press up and they'll win the ball back in a dangerous position, and Middlesbrough don't know what to do about it. Emmanuel Dennis is going back to Watford. I didn't know about that. That's interesting. I kind of forgot about him. He was a very promising player at times. I think we were interested in him at some point, but never went into him. I'm a West Ham fan, by the way. Dortmund are my German team, but I'm not a Dortmund season ticket holder or anything. West Ham are the main team around here. I have been to Dortmund though. It's a special stadium, I've got to say. But yeah, a lot going on. Politano signed a new deal at Napoli. How they got an announcement from Fabrizio Romano for a Port Vale player, I don't know. Jake Sheridan, yo, see they're all coming into the chat now. All the Chelsea fans are seeping through the woodwork. Apex as well. All the Chelsea fans are spawned in now. It's 4-0. But yeah, were you guys expecting a half like that, or are you pleasantly surprised? I thought you were going to get through tonight, but I thought it was going to be difficult. I thought you were going to get through 2-0, 3-1, maybe even after extra time. I thought you'd play similar to how you have played, but I thought Borough would be better. I thought you've played as expected, but I thought Borough would play a lot better so far. Liverpool in for Camavinga. £38 million Coop Miners bids, horse 90 mint. Liverpool for Camavinga, that's a weird one. I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think there's any chance of that happening personally. He's just too useful for Real Madrid. He's a utility player all over the place. He's just really useful. But yeah, Cold Palmer, your boy Jake Sheridan has done it again. In case you don't know who I'm talking to, Apex, we are live on YouTube as well. You thought 2-0, yeah, I thought that was a sensible score. I said 2-1. I said 2-1 Chelsea in normal time, and then Chelsea to win it in extra originally. I wouldn't even have been surprised if it finished 1-1 and Borough went through 2-1 on aggregate. But obviously that is not how it's gone whatsoever. Yeah, very, very comfortable. It literally couldn't be more comfortable if they tried. This Bayern going after all of Kane's mates thing I find a bit weird as well. Coop Miners bid is ready. City's boy is Chelsea's man. That was a great bit of commentary. He was itching to say that, wasn't he, Peter Drury? You can tell. Leander Dendonker's going to Napoli on loan. Borja Iglesias is going to buy Leverkusen. Does that mean Boniface is leaving? Maybe. Maybe it does. Who knows? But yeah, Anana's on the bench. We have actually got some AFCON tonight. AFCON has been brilliant so far. It has been unbelievably good. Cameroon did end up winning their game 3-2. Senegal beat Guinea. But Angola are leading Burkina Faso at the moment. And Mauritania are 1-0 up against Algeria. Wow. If you're a betting man, never bet on AFCON. Never bet on AFCON. When's Pro Clubs? Probably going to be next week now, man, because I've decided to stream this instead. I'll make a Discord if you want. I've got a Discord, mate. I've got a Discord. It's on my... I should have all my links on YouTube if I sort that out. I'll have a look. I can always chuck the link in the chat for you if you need it, though, mate. I do have a Discord. Chelsea winning the league button. Next season, I think you should. I'd say after that £1 billion investment, you've got to win the league within 3 years, in my opinion. or it's a failure. Obviously, they're all down for 8-year contracts, so you're going to have that team for quite a while anyway, but... yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll just chuck the Discord details if anyone does require them. Packed Team of the Year in an icon. What Team of the Year did you pack? I'm going to have a guess. I reckon you got Onabache. Yeah, I reckon you got Onabache. And the Team of the Year icon, ooh, I don't know. I don't know, man. You're going to have to tell me. Mainly because I can't remember who's in the new team. Brekalo from Fiorentina to Dinamo Zagreb. He's going to a team to win silverware. That's good for him. You're in. Oh, we love it. We absolutely love it. But yeah, we do a lot of stuff in its cover Discord. FIFA related if you're interested in that, Aiden, and a lot of other stuff. Millie Bright. Oh, yes. Her card looks good. I love Millie Bright. People don't realise she's actually a very clever defender. So's Jess Carter. Jess Carter's one of the most underrated players, I think, in the WSL. She's 75 packs now. Jesus, if you wait until Friday, if you wait until full team, I'm going to rip all of mine. We're going to do it in solidarity together. We will wait until Friday, and we'll open them when the full team is out, okay? And it will be worth it. I've got Millie Bright in 2 player picks already before she was in Team of the Year. And that just serves me right. I mean, they were objective ones, so is what it is. But it's just a bit weird. Yeah, Tavares might be going to Marseille. You know, Tavares after recent incidents. That'd be interesting. But yeah, let's all hold our packs. That was my guess. You never packed anyone in the same pack. What pack did you buy, Jake? But yeah, we'll open all of our packs then. All of our packs. If anyone wants to share playing all of that, obviously I'll be doing it. Pack the Barca player twice and Frimpong this evening. Who's the Barca player? Onabache? She's right back. She was at Man United for the first half of the season. Michael Obafemi at Millwall. Oh. On loan, of course. He's a good player, Obafemi. He's just his own product's a bit poor, but he shows a lot of promise. I think he'll be very good for Millwall, actually. I don't like saying that, but I think he will. But that's kind of our transfer roundup for today. There's a lot to talk about in this game, though. There's a lot of goals. Will I be in VC tomorrow? Probably not, actually. I've got play 5-a-side on a Wednesday. I work, and then I'm going to be working on a video in the afternoon, actually. And then evening, yeah, I've got a bit of 5-a-side. So I'll be working on a video for you guys tomorrow, actually. I think it's one that you'll find quite interesting. You guys are going to hate, you're going to hate the title, but there's good reason for it. On opinionated videos, I think it's very important for there to be a balanced argument. So I'm doing 2 separate videos on the topic. Dundee and Burnley agree a solidarity agreement. What does that mean? Is that like just offering each other? Is that like loan? Like you can send like Burnley can send players on loan to Dundee, or Burnley get first refusal of like Dundee's prospects or something like that? I'm guessing. Carlos Borges, man, he's gonna score. I swear down when he scores against us, I'm gonna be fuming. I'm gonna be absolutely fuming. Wow. Oh, we're doing honourable mentions, are we, Mr. Foot Sheriff? That's another guy. Okay, I think this is new. Hold on to your packs. We're getting honourable mentions, and I think that'll come on Friday. And we are getting Sui as well, and we're getting Alex Pop. Yeah, Jake. Jake, Jake, have you got any screenshots of the pack? Do you want to chuck them in the Discord? Oh, it has. For the 5 attackers pack, Gianfranco Zola and Sophia Smith. So you got that a few days ago? Adobo Evolutions is... Yeah, I'm going to stick with my West Ham Evolutions. I'm that guy. But yeah, Gianfranco Zola, a Chelsea player as well, mate. That couldn't have gone too much better for you. Obviously, they're untradeable. You want players you're going to use. And yeah, that's really good, man. That's really good. Well done. We are absolutely cooking right now. Over on there. I'm telling you, this is the year. I've said it every year, but I've never been this confident that we're going to pack a team in the year. I've never been this confident. And for some reason, I'm also really confident it's going to be Sam Kerr. On an account you don't really care about, now it's going to be your main. Yeah, fairs. What pack was that? I might do a quick 30 coin pack opening. I can get the web app open. We'll do it now. I might do that actually on the web app. What are we saying? You play the game in a tiny corner of the screen because I ain't got no Sky Sports. No, because my channel will get banned. Find your own illegal stream. Should I pretend I'm playing FIFA while the game's on? Should I pretend I'm playing FIFA? Apparently Palmer's putting last year's Chelsea to shame. I think last year's Chelsea would have been at least 2-0 up in this game. And that's like darkest, no confidence under Graham Potter Chelsea. I still think you'd be winning this game quite comfortably. I think Sheffield United would be winning tonight, honestly. Recreate every moment in FIFA. I'll try my best, but you guys will be very aware that this FIFA doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't do what you say. It won't pass someone who's 5 meters away from you. It won't do that. Yeah, if I can get logged into my account, which is great because I can't actually remember the password, we will open that pack. We'll open that 30 coin pack for today. Because those are actually a very good pack. We'll save packs too. We're all going to save our packs. All of us are going to save our packs, okay? And we're going to open them all together on Friday and pack all the honourable mentions and all the team we use. I think we're into the web app. The second half's starting, but I want to do this. That's bad. Okay, it's working as well. Should we open a 30 coin pack? Can't keep me away. Noni Madueke is coming on. Noni Madueke is coming on. Let's open our 30 coin pack. Why am I doing this, man? Why am I doing this? Come on. 30 coins. Open. Open. Yay! He's actually quite good. That's actually quite useful fodder. We will take that. A bit of Martinez. Ericsson for SBCs as well. We'll definitely take that. That's actually quite helpful. We'll just discard the rest. And we'll open our 7.5k while we're here as well. I know the second half is about to start, guys. We're ready for that, don't worry. And we are underway. Obviously, Chelsea 4-0 up. Noni Madueke has come on at the half. I believe it was for Sterling. That might have been wrong. Sterling might have just been over there to chat to the manager. But I'm going to open, if it's here, a preview pack as well. Oh, hey, Barbosa. Brilliant. Let's go back over to the game. That's why you're here. But yeah, I will see you all, guys. Hopefully on Friday for that stream for Team Ian. Make sure you are there. Please, make sure you are there. But yeah, you should be back. You should be able to see game and everything. You should be able to see the timer. Just let me know if that's all working. And the second half hasn't really started with too much drama. Chelsea, back in their own corner. Got a bit of a throw-in. Tried to go along with it. Goes to Borough. Even if Borough score 1, I don't think it becomes interesting. They'd have to get 2 without reply. Get within a goal to make this interesting. It'll be very interesting to kind of know what Carrick said to him at half-time. What do you say to a team that have conceded 4 in the first half? They are going for it again, which is expected, but they went for it in the first half, didn't get anywhere after 5 minutes, and just kind of gave up, which wasn't good enough. And yeah, they've hit a pass like it's a clearance there. I think Jickstill's come on. I think they've gone to a back 4, which they had to do. That back 3 really wasn't working for trying to retain possession. Yeah, we might have a chat maybe in the Discord at some point, maybe get some people's thoughts on the game if you're interested in that, guys. Might do that at some point, get a few people on just to know what they're kind of thinking about the game. What they're thinking maybe about tomorrow's game as well. And yeah, just about any football stuff in general, might be good to get some of you on there. Have a little chat, maybe later in the game. But yeah, I think I'm going to have about 80 packs, hopefully ready for that. How many have I got? I should say. No, it doesn't say. We've got those horrible provision packs. Some people tried to tell me those 30k packs were not bad. They are. They're still the worst thing of all time. Too many nano packs. Should I spend 40k on 5 rare golds? No. No, I'd rather not. I would rather avoid doing that. Okay, no, Sterling is still on. Who came off them for Madueke? You'll be in tomorrow after 6. I'm not in the Discord too often, guys. Just be aware of that. I'll hop in every now and again to see what people are doing. Maybe we even play some pro clubs every now and again, but I won't be in it too often. I definitely won't be in it tomorrow. Pat Trapp from the 83 times 2. Is he a Walker? He's 86, isn't he? I want to say. I might be wrong.
So stream tomorrow night. It'll be Friday. It'll be probably Friday, bro. Probably Friday. Full team is Friday. It might be Thursday, but I think sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's Thursday. But if honourable mentions come out on Friday as well, I think it's definitely worth saving it. Yeah, I think it'll definitely be worth saving it for Friday either way. Whether I have the willpower to do that, we don't know. It's Mudrick, yeah, fair enough. Thank you for that, bro. Not really unexpected, is it? Just some updates on some of the other games that are going on tonight. AFCON hasn't changed. Those games are just starting for their second halves. We've got some League One action as well. And there's a few interesting results going on there at the moment. But nothing really too out there. Cheltenham 2, Northampton Town 2 looks like the most exciting game of the night. Bolton are 1-0 up against Cheltenham. Bristol Bristol Rovers 1-0 down at home to Exeter. Barnsley lead 1-0 away. Oxford and all the other games are 0-0, so not the most interesting of times. You've got work Thursdays to do Friday. I was going to do Friday anyway, mate. Friday works better for me as well. I'm out on Friday night, but I've told everyone they've got to wait until after Team of the Year. I've told everyone they've got to wait until 8 PM before they get to see me. Means I won't be too tired being out. People want to go out like 6, be out all night. You're mental. Not good. I'm sure there'll be parties on the streets of Chelsea tonight, but we'll see. You'll be in the VC doing Evos, yeah. Guys, share some of your Evos in the Discord. If you get any really good Evo ideas, some out there ones, chuck them in the Discord. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, we will definitely talk about that. Obviously, there's those ones where people have done the like the waiting with stuff, haven't they? And yeah, I have got my priorities. Mainly, I don't like going out. I don't like going out early. I get tired by like 11 PM if I do. So that's the main reason. See you on Insta. That's it. I should post on my Instagram a bit more. I do have a TikTok where I do FIFA stuff actually. Not many people know about it. I kind of keep you up to date on what Evos I'm. That's all I really do really on there. And repost my YouTube shorts. But yeah, I send all of my I'll have a look at one you sent me, Charlie. But yeah, I send all of my all the Evos I'm doing. I put them over there. Oh, I've seen that guy, mate. He must be extinct now. Literally, I think a lot of people have seen. I think AJ3 was talking about it. Literally, no Evos actually improve composure. I'm not a massive guy. I don't compare. I'm not the Penfest. I don't care about it that much. But yeah, they don't actually do anything for composure. A lot of them, which is one of the most important stats or reactions. I think a lot of the Team of the Year ones have actually been really bad. I think they've been a bit sloppy. I think they inflate the rating too much, if that makes sense. Like, you'll get, like, most of the upgrades will be plus 2 for each stat, and your rating will go up by, like, 5. Costs 235k in total. I mean, it's for a 99 rated card, though, isn't it? So, can't really complain. Can't really complain at all. The referee's getting banned marks at the moment for a Chelsea corner. Okay, he's decided to leave. Thiago Silva is not actually really causing any trouble here. If it does go in, he could be flagged offside, though, because he's standing on the goalie. He has moved back now. It's a good ball in for Chelsea. Nice flat one from Chilwell. The cold man himself looks like he's going to keep it alive. Moise Caicedo is going to whip it in from distance. No, decided to go short. That was an interesting choice. They've still got Disasi in the box. Still got a few others. Palmer's done a nice little flick there, but he hasn't managed to get around Hackney. He's tried to skill again. I think that went out of play. The Lions said no, and there is obviously no VAR, so we're going to play on. And Chilwell is going to put another cross in. Madueke is just getting some treatment right now. Good chance here, though. Colwell's cold one. Oh! Didn't manage to score. It started curling, and it just kind of dropped and went straight. Watch Morbius. Wasn't as bad. Mate, a lot of movies aren't as awful as people say they are. They're not amazing movies, but they're kind of watchable like once. I haven't seen Morbius, son. Haven't watched that many movies at all recently. Last time I went to the cinema, I genuinely think it was to see Oppenheimer. I think it was to see Oppenheimer and Barbie. And I think both movies were brilliant, actually. But that genuinely might be the last time I went to cinema. I don't actually think I've been since. I might have been. I am almost definitely forgetting a time that I've been since then. But that's the last time I properly remember. Oppenheimer's so boring. I thought it was really good, actually. I thought for the subject matter and the amount of scientific and dialogue that did put into it, actually held the attention quite well. I don't think it felt like 3 hours, but I don't know. It might have just been more up my street than yours, Jesus. I do think Barbie was good though as well. I would actually pick Oppenheimer out of 2 to watch again. Before I'd seen him, I expected Barbie to be the one I preferred, but yeah, Oppenheimer's pleasantly surprised me, I've got to say. The twist with Robert Downey Jr. was very good. It was very good. Good little flick there. Borough actually getting into the Chelsea box. The cross goes nowhere though. As soon as we get any kind of promising thing with Borough, it's just collapsed tonight. Bobby started good. The feminist stuff made it mid. That was kind of the point of the movie though, mate. My thing with Barbie is though that the whole this is completely relevant to the Chelsea game, but there's nothing going on. If anything does happen, I will tell you. At the moment, it's just Borough trying to keep possession, and then not really getting anywhere. The whole movie was meant to be about equal society and seeing everyone like, well, obviously not exactly the same. Like, it promoted like being unique and stuff like that as well, but yeah, how you see like everyone equally and how men shouldn't get all the attention and stuff. And everyone's favourite character is Ken. And I don't blame you because Ryan Gosling did a brilliant job. But that's the funniest thing about it for me. But everything that came out of the movie was about Ken. They made him too cool. It was their own fault. They made him too good of a character. But yeah, I do think the speech bit wasn't needed. But yeah. It was definitely made with the right intentions. There were some very good ideas in it, but I think it was a bit over the top at times. And Dua Lipa just spawned in for no reason. Like, what was she doing there? What was she doing there? And why is she now in a movie with Walter White? Like, how's that happened? But yeah, I don't really watch enough movies. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. Borough, they're just trying to push up the pitch here, but not really getting anywhere. Yeah, your Chelsea Evo team. The West Ham Evo team is solid, mate. Thing is, this new centre-back Evo doesn't really help me. And John Cena, yeah. Mermaid John Cena. We were all there for it. I didn't actually spot him in a movie at any point, to be fair. Obviously, you can't see the man, but he was there. He got credited, so he must have done a brilliant job. Oh, poor pass there again from Disarcy, but when you're pinging it into those centre-backs for Borough, they don't look comfortable, and we've seen it again there. Chelsea have turned the ball over again straight away and got it back. Yeah, Borough just can't hold on to the ball for more than about 5 seconds. And 5 seconds is a long time in football. I am talking about football. In Premier League, a second is a long time. But even when they settle on it and they're not really getting pressed, Borough don't hold on to it for any kind of decent amount of time. Honestly. Poor pass there, but they've still kept it in under no pressure. Chelsea couldn't be more comfortable here. Really couldn't. Madueke making a nice little driving run. But yeah, Borough just, they're seconds to everything. They're an inch short. Palmer probably should have brought that down and shot really the form he's in. He's going to have a go on the second attempt and then it's just blazed over by Enzo. It's in. What's in? What is in? Who is in? Why is in? How is in? Don't speak English, I would have been really confused. That's what English sounds like to people that don't speak English. Yeah, I think Palmer could have done better there. Better decision making from him. Reece James just still doesn't look happy. I don't think I've ever seen him or his sister smile. It's probably a family thing. Nothing to smile about in their lives. It's not as if they both play for Chelsea. Your team, yeah. You got to have some good players in a Chelsea. Is it all current Chelsea players or is it past and present? Because I think past and present is so much better. I've got the most randomised players in mind. I've got, not starting but on the bench, I've got Alicia Lehmann, Ravel Morrison, Tilo Kehrer. Obviously still does play for us, but he's on, well, technically he's on loan. Mabama, Vivian Asai, who plays for the women's team. She's got really good agility. There's some proper random players in there, man. Reece Oxford, past and present, and a women's team. Yeah, of course. Mine's past and present for the women as well, because I've got Maz Pacheco and Lehmann, who don't play for us anymore, but they've got very good cards. Watched them play in real life as well. Good. Maz Pacheco is very underrated. I don't think anyone cares, but there we go. Zarsi's going to play it across there. He's had a good game tonight, but then he hasn't really been challenged defensively. Borough are going to get a free kick there, but they're going to make 2 or 3 passes and lose the ball. They've also tried to take it from a good few metres away from where the actual free kick was. They've been sent back. They're going to kick this long or go back to the goalie and then lose it. And now the goalie's going to... One more pass. He's going to try and play it forward and going to lose the ball. They actually played out of it that time, to be fair. But it's just too predictable. It's too easy for Chelsea to read what they're going to do. And when they do get forward, like there, Borough just had one go forward. The touch isn't there. The strikers are not sharp enough because they're not involved in the game enough at the moment. And this is a good chance for Madueke to maybe get a bit of confidence going. I don't think from now on, I don't think any of the Chelsea players really gain anything from tonight by even performing particularly well, because that's kind of what you'd expect. You've got something to lose if you're terrible tonight and you slow Chelsea down. You maybe miss some chance. You've got something to lose, but I don't think there's really anything to gain for any of these Chelsea players now. There definitely was at the start of the night, but the way Borough have played and the way Chelsea have played, I just don't think Borough have given a good account of themselves. And I think Chelsea haven't had to really get out of, I wouldn't even say second gear, maybe even first gear. They've had to turn up and just play okay football. They've had to be accurate enough with their passes. They've had to be tidy, but they haven't really had to do anything groundbreaking for this result. And yeah, I do think I like the football they play. I think the blame has to land with Carrick though, just because it's the same mistakes over and over and again. And that has to be from the manager telling them to play like that. There's no way that they're playing those same passes if it's not part of their game plan and something that they've worked on. That is an opinion. Obviously, I could be wrong. New Venom 3 says, there's Andrew Garfield in. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be class. And obviously, because of Spider-Man, it is in universe, so he can't really play a different character. He will have to play Peter Parker, won't he? Yeah. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that. There's quite a lot of Spider-Mans and stuff going on as well, isn't there? Can you imagine if Tom Holland's Spider-Man actually had any sense? We wouldn't have needed that movie. You could have just told him after that he was Spider-Man again. Deadpool 3 coming out, yeah, that'd be good. Hugh Jackman's in that, only that'd be good. I've kind of fallen off with the Marvel stuff, but Deadpool is something I'll watch, definitely. And I don't know, I might watch Venom, I'm not decided yet. Aged can go in the new Evo. I've already got an 83 Aged. And yeah, my one still can go on it, but it doesn't make him that much better. Is it a paid one as well, or is it free? I can't remember. I did look at it very, very briefly. I did have I kind of looked at it on the way back from work, so on the web app though, which is a bit confusing at times. So don't know, but big Chelsea crowd there. Haven't spotted the boy Jack Quinlan, who's obviously often in the chat here. He's at the game tonight. If anyone spots Jack Quinlan, let me know. Big shout out to the lad. It's free. You got 82 rated Cole Palmer. We love it. Good little team here, actually. Let's have a better look. Solanke, I forget that he played for Chelsea. Lauren James. Erin Cuthbert in there. Love that. Gallagher, Sterling. I think you could make a bit of a better Chelsea team, actually. But the fact you can't evo the goalies is manager. I was waiting for a special goalie card. And luckily, we finally got Areola. But he's 30k and I'm not paying now. I'm going to wait until after Team of the Year. Werner on the bench is a good shout. I like that one. Marco Cucurella. What have you got 80 Gallagher in your team and not the 88 Caicedo or 91 Courtois? Why have you got normal Sanchez in goal? Okay, literally every time I praise Middlesbrough and say this looks promising, they lose the ball. So I'm not going to praise Middlesbrough anymore, and hopefully that'll make them play a bit better. You're putting an 80 rated Chelsea women's player in it. Which one? 80 rated Chelsea women's player. That's a centre back. Give Jess Carter pace, that's all I'm saying. One day we're going to get an Evo that gives Jess Carter pace, it's going to be glorious. What I like about a lot of the women's players is they can all play in like 15 different positions. It's your Chelsea team. But yeah, but why would you you have Courtois on your club. Is he on loan or something? Shoot! Oh, Borough almost did get one back there. Nuskin, yeah, I have heard of her. Couldn't tell you anything about her, but I recognise the name. Borough again just kind of hanging around the Chelsea area here. Thiago Silva has time to Thiago Silva has time to let it bounce 3 times in his own penalty area and no one's put him under pressure even though this player's about. That's poor. You can't play goalie. Is he not goalie? What? I don't know why they've done that, by the way. That's actually really annoyed me this year. Why have they done, like, summer heat? They've done, like, June, like, level promos in November. It just kind of doesn't make you want to progress anymore, because, like, what else can you do? I think that's why the only way to really enjoy this game for me, obviously it's different for you, everyone enjoys stuff differently, but for me it's just having to do the evos. It is just using evo. I say having to do like it's a chore, it's not really, but using just evo players or just the West Ham players, it gives you a bit more to do, and those using just West Ham players and stuff and using the evos gives you more of a power curve. You've got to work towards those players that everyone else has got. And yeah, I think winning a World Cup was a dreadful idea. I don't think they should have done that. It's another yellow card. This time for Van den Berg. He's got forward a lot tonight and not done anything with it when he's got there. So he's just done the same again. Had to pull back Sterling because he was so far out of position. And yeah, it hasn't been a day to remember for Rag van den Berg. He's played poorly. He's played very poorly. Is that Gilchrist? Or Gilchrist, however you say it. Mate, he looks like a proper London geezer. Conor Gallagher will be coming on as well. Chilwell's coming off. I don't know if we're seeing a change of formation here. Chilwell will be coming off. And, yeah, Alfie Gilchrist will be coming on. What was he in Maatsen these days? Has he gone out on loan? He went to Dortmund, didn't he? Went to Dortmund. Went to the boys, I think. Ben Chilwell looks very pleased with tonight. He had free license to run in behind and not get back. I think he's enjoyed today's performance. But yeah, we've got a few changes for Chelsea. Ones that shouldn't make them too much weaker. Be interesting to see how they play. Yeah, Gallagher could easily pop up with a goal tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if Conor Gallagher got on the score sheet. They've got Gilchrist on the ball straight away. Opposite Harry Maguire becoming 12th man team of the year. Well, I think it's a disgrace, personally, that he wasn't in the team in the first place. I think it's an absolute disgrace. Man United bias at it again, with him getting that 12th man. On a real though, how has Ronaldo got it? Gallagher's just... Why has he done that? Why has he done that? He's literally just hoofed it as far as he could for no reason. That shouldn't have been that funny to me, I apologise, but it just was. You have 150k, you spend 98k on check. That's not an awful idea. The thing is, even when you have expensive goalies, they're better, but they're still not as good as they should be. They still can't catch a Trivella that's straight at them. And that is annoying. Okay. I was doing my thing of not praising Borough because they lose the ball, but they lost the ball anyway. I think it's a Borough problem and not mine. Sterling just trying to get away there, didn't in the end. Gave it a good go. But yeah, Borough still don't have too many players getting forwards, and I know they're going to be worried of being absolutely embarrassed because they're definitely not at that stage yet. But take a risk. Go for it. If you don't take a risk, you're going to lose anyway. Give yourself a chance. You get one goal, Chelsea might become a bit shaky. I don't think they will, because I think they've been so comfortable that they'll be confident that Borough can't score 3. And even if Borough do score 3, that they'd score 3 more themselves. Yeah, Conor Gallagher getting himself involved too. He's playing... He's doing a proper Conor Gallagher cardio session. He's running and then he's doing his part and he's just sprinting forward for no reason. Gilchrist doesn't really have too much on here. Madueke was the easy ball. We'll see if he gives it back to him. I don't think that's really the best idea. Spend 30k on Giroud. Yeah, mate, Giroud goalie for the Chelsea past and present would be legendary. I'd get Giroud, mate. 100% I'd get Giroud. Whether he's the best goalie or not, it doesn't matter. It's just a great card to have. Enzo with a lot of space to work with here. Yeah, slowed it down a little bit more than he needed to, in my opinion. But it is what it is. You betting 1k that Chelsea would have been 4-0 at half time. Are you even old enough to place bets, Jesus? I do mean that seriously as well. 1 to 30 odds. Solid odds that, mate. Solid odds. That means you got back. I can probably do... Oh, I can probably do the math here. Again, Borough have got into the box, but no end product. 1 to 30 odds. That means that every 30 quid you've put on, you got £1 back in addition to your stake. Chelsea are in here, and it is Conor Gallagher. I said he'd score tonight. Is he going to score tonight? No, it's a great tackle. Cole Palmer on the rebound. Brilliant defending there from Borough. It's a shame we haven't seen more of that from them tonight, but it kept this game more interesting. Poor from them early. Literally, Conor Gallagher's just sprinting through the middle and no one's gone with him. But brilliant last-ditch recovery. And, yeah, great first slide tackle. Great second slide tackle there. 1 to 30. So if you put 1... You mean 30 to 1. I was going to say. So 30k. 1 to 30 would have been a madness. You would have put on 1k to get yourself an extra 3... To get yourself like... You would put on 1k, mate, to get yourself like 33 quid in extras. Cole Palmer looks like he's going to whip it in here. Or is he just bamboozling the opposition? Yeah, Chelsea just happy to knock it around. And I think surely now it's going to go into the box. Sterling's actually hanging about on the left wing quite a bit more now. Thiago Silva even getting involved up the pitch. He must be loving that. But yeah, no need to take the shot quickly. He's been absolutely shanked by, I think that's Disarcy. Great ball through. 29.5k for Giroud. Yeah, he normally wouldn't be worth that much, but it's just informs for SBC. Disarcy was well onside. That is a beautiful ball by Cole Palmer. A lot of people haven't talked about his interplay enough. It is very, very good. Very clever player. And that ball over the top, we're seeing it more and more from Chelsea in this game, but we've seen it more and more just in Premier League and top level football in general recently. A real dangerous weapon in the arsenal of some players. It's a very, very difficult skill to play out, chip the ball over the top, to get it to drop quickly, drop with enough distance on it as well. It's a very difficult skill, but a very, very effective one if you can master it. Borough will be making a change here. Howson's will be coming off. He started quite well in my opinion. I think I had quite a lot of confidence about him. He set a good example for the rest of the team, but I think the players behind him, further back on the pitch, have let the team down a little bit today. And they are Championship players. They might not be used to this. Championships are very intense league, of course, with physicality, but just kind of the way the pressing trap has been set by Chelsea, they may not be completely used to that, which could factor in. But yeah, Arthur Morgan in the chat's just a goddamn idiot. I mean, probably talking about some of the Borough players tonight. I'll be honest. That won't come up for you guys though. I think it's been blocked, that message. Yeah, Giroud for the memes, go for it, man. Howson comes off, very, very disappointed. Lewis O'Brien is on. We'll see if maybe he can add a little bit more of a spark for this Borough team. They could do with it, of course. 3 goals in 20 minutes. Unless you were playing Tottenham, I think it'd be game over. That's a dreadful ball back there to the Borough keeper. That's a difficult one for him to deal with. Chelsea happy to just sit off now. I don't blame them. Once that first pass comes out, they will press and they will win the ball back quickly normally. They haven't there. That was a brilliant run through the middle from the Borough player. No one went with him. And I think he is offside here. The flag goes up. It's amateurish at points now for Middlesbrough. It's a real shame because for 90 minutes, they were the better team in this tie. And they showed how they could play. Shut up, boy. Oh, Arthur Morgan. I mean, you got to respect the man. You got to respect when Arthur Morgan speaks. Carney Chukwuebuka's back on. Good to see him. Obviously, he spent quite a bit of time out injured, didn't he? So it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see him back. Promising player. I feel like you say that a lot when you're talking about Chelsea, but certainly a promising player. One that I've enjoyed watching. He actually scored against us. I didn't enjoy watching that bit, but it's what it is. Vandenberg, they're just going to take a throw. We're into the final 20 minutes. Obviously, we're probably going to get not too much injury time. I can't recall anyone really being treated for injuries on the pitch. Obviously, no VAR stoppages. So it shouldn't be too long. But yeah, unless there's some drastic changes in the next 15 minutes, don't think that injury time is going to count for too much. Anyway, or matter too much. Chelsea have still been the better team in the second half. They still look very comfortable. But they haven't had to do anything else. Damn, says Jesus. I don't know what that's in reaction to. Oh, this is shaky from Middlesbrough again. He's going to lose the ball. He's going to lose the ball. Sterling's got it, and it has gone for a corner. It's so obvious fault. I mean, if you're getting threatened by Arthur Morgan, you've got to be scared. You've got to be scared. You do. Someone I want to be, someone I'd want on my side. I can't lie. But yeah, full. That was perfect timing for you to say that based on the Borough defending there. I said it was going to happen the whole time. I said that was going to happen, and it happened. Does it mean I'm a genius? No, because I think it's good for anyone to see. Oh, Giroud's in the 11 now. Nicholas Jackson up front. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah, Cole Palmer has got in the corner at the moment out on the pitch. They managed to stop another corner. But they're all very, very far back at the moment, the Borough players. Still kind of perched well inside their own half. And I do feel for their strikers a bit today, I've got to say. It just completely is what it is. At this point. Cole Palmer at 10, yes. Yeah. Lets him be a bit more creative, to be fair. I like that. Danny Ings at 10. Seems to be a good thing now. Danny Ings at 10 works against Sheffield United, I'm aware, but it worked. He Cruyff turned someone, which I never thought I'd see. Mate, Johnson in midfield, we didn't take that game seriously. Borough are still enjoying that bit of time in midfield. They're still knocking it about okay. Okay, they're about to pass it across and lose the ball. Goes back. Now he's going to shift it across. He's going to try and play it forward and they're going to lose the ball. And they're going to lose the ball. Yep. This is so predictable. You could literally, what I've just said there, every time Borough win possession, you could play that on repeat. You really wanted Cole as a CM and not a right wing. Cole as a right wing is perfect for me though, mate. I've got the 91. Or is it 88? I don't know. I think he's 88 rated. I've got the Joe Cole that's got rapid pass. He's very, very good. Yeah, this didn't work 2 minutes ago, lads, and they're going to do it again. Middlesbrough played themselves into a corner. Jick still has nowhere to go. There's no one up there. They're a team that is 3 goals behind with not very long left in a cup semi-final. And this is what they're doing. I think Borough just want to go home, I'll be honest. I don't think they have that belief. And obviously, it's a massive, massive task. It would be a miracle for them to go through. We're going to play Middlesbrough as, centre-back. I get with, like, saying at 10 or at 9 or at 8. But yeah, we don't need it with every place on the pitch. At 6, Middlesbrough, that's madness, though. I think most players that actually wear 6 are centre, like very, very often they are centre backs. These days, I know if it is, I've got stats here. 85 pace. She's good at everything. She's a hooligan card, Billy Bright. Playing her at CDM it isn't a bad idea at all. Especially with the height. She's not short by any means, Billy Bright. Oh my god, no! It's Chris Taverner, guys. It's Chris Taverner. Chris, are you the man that used to... I apologise in advance if you are not. If you are not the guy that used to ask me to wear my shirt backwards, then I really apologise. But I'm worried that might have been you. If it wasn't, I apologise for the false accusations. But Chris, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. How are you? Big Chris T in the house. It is... Mate, Jesus has been waiting for this. Jesus has been asking on your behalf while you haven't been here. He's been keeping it going. He's been keeping it going for everyone to watch and see. But yeah, the Borough fans, for him to be fair, you have a question. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was trying to... Mate, my back actually hurts. Goal! Yeah, Cole Palmer. Same goal again. Literally the same goal. Oh dear. 5 for Chelsea. 2 for Palmer. Gallagher with the assist as well. Just running down and then getting a cutback. And again, Borough tried to play it around and lost it high up high up the pitch from Chelsea's perspective. They've lost it far too close to their own goal. They are not good enough tonight anyway to be playing like that. The lack of confidence has really Costa. But it's a nice little casual finish from Palmer. It is. It's a nice little casual finish from him. There's only one team that have turned up tonight. Can you wear your shirt backwards, inside out? You'll donate £5. Will you actually? Will you actually donate a £5? There's a blue flare on the pitch for beating Middlesbrough now. Decent. Any alert boxes? There's no way. There's no way that happens. If I get the £5, I'll do it. I'm shameless. I'm absolutely shameless. But yeah. I will just point out, for anyone that does ever wish to donate, and I'm never going to say you have to donate, because you absolutely do not. Absolutely do not. Okay? If you feel for some reason you really, really need to, and some people have literally insisted before and told me, open a donation link now or I will shoot you. Don't use Super Chat. Use the link that I have forgot to put in the description today. Whoops. Biggest semi-final wins in second legs. I thought I had that put in my description by default, but apparently not. It's my Streamlabs, my cheeky little Streamlabs link. I reckon Chelsea are going to get at least one more before this game finishes. And they are one game off to be fair, off a record-breaking win. Winning by 6 would be the most in the Carabao Cup semi-final. As Sky Sports just said, I'm not going to pretend that I knew that. Why's that not working? There we go. Okay, yeah. Borough, can they get a goal for their fans? So that would at least be nice. That would be nice. We love a bit of the old streamlabs.com/itsKbo. We really do. We really do. Borough have played it back here. They're going to... No, don't... Why are you still playing it short? Go on, he's going to ping it into midfield. It's going to go wrong. Chris Tavernier's donated £5. No way, bro. He's donated £5. He's donated £5. Okay, we're in for another one here. Oh, it's in. Noni Madueke gets himself on the score sheet, and it's 6 for Chelsea. Borough are not... Well, some of Borough's players are not happy. They've only got themselves to look at. I don't think they've all been poor tonight, but too many of them have been. Too many of them have let their teammates down on a very big night. Chelsea get their 6th. It's now a record result in the Carabao Cup. And it's the same little bald man losing the ball again. He didn't lose it. He plays everyone into trouble. The number 5. I apologise for not knowing his name. He literally just loses them the ball on repeat. And even if you are not the man that loses... A lot of the time, it's not the person that loses the ball whose fault it is. It's the person that plays it to them under so much pressure when you really shouldn't. I'm laughing now. Please wear it backwards. Not backwards and inside out, just backwards. Then I will warn you, the name and number are coming off this one. During Chelsea fans at Stamford Bridge, you can't hear him tonight. Steve, I haven't got sound on because it would copyright strike me. So I don't know. But I mean, Chelsea probably did expect to go through. And if it was more dramatic in a closer game, they might be on it a bit more. But I think they're kind of stunned at what's happened. Be fair to Borough, they're still going. Should we give Chris Tavernier his wish? I think we should. We've got nothing else to do. I'm going over here. It's bulking season and no one needs to see that mess right now. Mate, I look like prime road to shore, don't I? There we go. There we go. Borough have 17 players missing tonight, I know. And they've scored! We've got the Aubameyang shirt on. Backwards. And Borough have scored! Oh no, he's offside. Oh dear. He's offside. There we go. Are you happy, Chris Tavernier? Are you happy? This actually doesn't look too bad. How happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10, Chris Tavernier? He is offside. It's tight, but he is offside. But yeah, Borough have so many players missing, and some of those players that are missing are the players that absolutely sorted them out in the first leg. Some of their best players. To be fair to the Borough fans, they've given a really good account of themselves tonight, I've got to say. It's beautiful. He screenshotted that. I don't know what. I'm worried about what he's going to do with that later after the stream finishes. But yeah, that's there for you, permanent. There's going to be TikTok edits of that in a few minutes' time. Yeah, I know. I apologise for doing that. If it was too much for some of you, I apologise. But I know. Ain't no way. That mate, the offside, I'd be creasing. That's mad. Can you please read your last message? Nonny at the wheel, how good does it feel? Is that the one you're talking about? Is that the one you're talking about, mate? How good does it feel? It must feel good. But yeah, we do need to remember how many players Borough are missing. And it's obvious that some of these players are probably not their best and just stuff like that. There's just so much poor stuff that's happened tonight. He's just cleared it off his own bloke and it's gone out for a corner. Nothing is going their way. Oh, mate, 89 centre-back Millie Bright. Madness. But yeah, you need to get the team of the year because I don't think she'll be too expensive, mate. Obviously, she will be now because she's just come out. If you wait even a week, she'll be half the price. Maybe even less because she's going to be in a lot of people's packs. Palmer just knocking it around here. No, Chelsea have 17 injuries. Chelsea have spent enough that their team should be fine, even if they have literally 10 injuries. They should be able to field the Premier League team because they've bought so many players. I know a few have gone now, and they've got quite a lot of youth on the bench, but they've also got some players which is poor. But I don't think Chelsea can really complain the same way that Middlesbrough can about injuries. Looks like we're going to get a bit of time for another one of the youth players here. I apologise for not being too familiar with him. It's going to be Raheem the Meme. It comes off though. You should use that backwards shirt as your YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, cheers, mate. Maybe I will one day. Leo Castledean's coming on. Or was it Castledine? Who knows? He's got the eyebrow slit. He's a proper man here. He's got almost Jack Grealish hair, but he hasn't completely committed to it. I do wonder if it's a lot. I don't know anything about him. If you're a Chelsea fan, you do. Obviously, let us know what you know about him, what kind of player he is. I don't know if that's a like for like or not. Or if he's maybe going left. Is he going to play left wing for Sterling? Are people going to shift across for him to play? Is he a midfielder? Is he going to push Cole Palmer up front? Like, what's going to happen? Because Palmer's one that's very hard to place. Because obviously, he's played really as a 10 tonight and he's done quite well. But we know he can play on the wing. We know he can play as a striker if he needs to. I think he is best as a 10, actually. But I know he can play in quite a lot of different positions. Yeah, Gilchrist hasn't looked out of place at all. He's just gone for a nutmeg there. He hasn't got it. He's amazing. He's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Got good reviews here from the Cold Palmer fan. Like for like, so he's a left winger. Okay. Yeah. Most goals scored in the semi-final second leg. West Ham v Cardiff. Come on, you Irons. We ended up losing that League Cup final, unfortunately. We're lucky first leg isn't here because we got spanked. We've been spanked by City in the semi-finals twice recently. I say recently, it was like 10 to 15 years ago now. I haven't seen Maxim in the chat recently. Bro's just working, man. So much. I'm gonna see him on Saturday. Luckily, he just works so much. He goes to uni, comes back from uni, goes to the gym, and just goes to work. Does it every day. He loves the gym, and yeah, fair play to the man. He's always improving. Play right wing in 10. Yeah, I haven't seen him. If he plays literally like right up front, he's not obviously going to play style to Haaland. He's going to be more play it links everything together. He still will play more like a 10 or what they call a false 9. Pundits hate it. Oh, okay. DRC's let that bounce 3 times now. Average DRC defending that. And yeah, I think Thiago Silva has actually done a good job of making sure that he doesn't get targeted too much tonight, because I think it's something that Borough have tried at times. But every time they have tried to go over to Zarcy, he has got across Thiago Silva and he has kind of bowed him out a little bit. Obviously, it's not going to be happening as much now in the game, but when there was still kind of something happening, 6-0, don't expect this to go one side. Yeah. No, the Middlesbrough goal didn't count. You go to bed hugging your ex-Cabo cushion. I don't actually sleep with it on the bed. I chuck it on the floor. Oh, goal for Middlesbrough! There it is. Rodgers, I don't think, is offside this time. Shout, respect to the man for keeping on going. Borough get their goal. And they celebrated that more than Chelsea celebrated any of theirs. Why is the guy doing the Cole Palmer celebration? Did anyone else see that? Did anyone else see that? That's a good little finish, that. I think Poch... Well, I don't think Poch will be too bothered about the clean sheet. Maybe some of the defenders will. But it's a good finish. Good finish. You can't blame the goalie. Defenders maybe should have pressed him a little bit more. But they are 6-0 up, to be fair. It is Disarcy who isn't tight enough, but... Very good finish. Very good finish. And goal Middlesbrough. Record gone. No, it's still... Technically, Steve... It will still be, because it is, the other one's been 5-0, and this is a 6-1. So while it still win by 5 goals, because Chelsea have scored more than 5, it still go down as the biggest win. Even though it's the same amount of goals, normally the one where they score the most goals goes down on the biggest win books, if that makes sense. I hope that did make sense. Matt Crooks has finally been taken off. Alex Gilbert will get a few minutes at the bridge. By that, I literally do mean a few minutes, because as you can see, we are 90 seconds away from injury time in this game. I am yawning. That's because I've had a long day. It's not because this game's been boring. We've seen 7 goals. Unfortunately, they haven't been more spread out. If it was 4-3 to Chelsea on the night, that would have been ideal going into extra time, but it's not the case. But yeah, Castle Dean definitely doesn't look out of place. Already getting some good touches on the ball. Looks very confident on it. Got Colwell getting forward a bit here. He was blocked off there, in my opinion. Has it been boring? It would have been nice for a closer game, but if it's a game that's been dominated, at least there's been goals. City dominate games and win 2-0, don't they? So, at least we have seen games. That is actually a bit of a problem I have with City. They don't actually go for the jugular. Whatever Joey Barton says about women football, whether it be broadcast or playing, he's wrong or something. He is. Eni Aluko is an idiot, though. Not in a sexism way. Eni Aluko is just... annoying. But there's a lot of good women's commentators out there. There is. I don't mind Lucy Ward, but Emma Hayes, whenever she's on, she's brilliant. Kaz Carney isn't any worse than Danny Murphy or Jermaine Janus, is she? Yeah, there's some people that do have very, very good football knowledge. I think Emma Hayes is the best. Out of anyone that ever commentates. As a second commentator, as an expert. She's brilliant. Or Annie McCoist. They're definitely my 2 favourite ones. But yeah, Joey Barton is wrong in a lot of levels. He's just attention-seeking, isn't he? He's absolutely attention-seeking. I don't think any Aluko's dealt with it properly. Because she wasn't the only one that Joey Barton went for. Lucy Ward is just dealing with it the correct way. She said something... But she's moving on. She's doing her job rather than whatever any Aluko thinks she's doing. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for her, mainly because she hasn't made it about herself. Take Sue Smith for example. She's an absolute legend talking all sides of football. I think Sue Smith's alright. Stafford Bridge fans are crap. They haven't been great tonight, but I didn't expect them to be. But I think the Borough fans have been very good, and that's taken kind of the focus off it a bit. They've been exceptional. Yeah, I think Sue Smith is okay, and just okay. But she suffers from the same thing as Alan Smith. The fact that she's used this on FIFA as a commentator, you kind of struggle to detach it from real life. Like with Alan Smith talking about his heading, so fans need to sing when they go to Wembley. I'm sure they will. Don't worry. Borough would have brought an amazing atmosphere to Wembley. Don't get me wrong. But I'm sure they will sing at Wembley after we watch them go 0-0 against Liverpool again. If they play Fulham, that would be interesting, because I know Chelsea don't see it as a rivalry, but that would really, really be a massive... It'd be whoever they play, but that'd be a massive thing for Fulham. Can you imagine the opportunity to beat Chelsea, who they see as rivals in the cup final? But yeah, Chelsea know that they're home and host now. Whether they're even maybe they're even aware... Like, whether they're even aware of this being a record result or not, I'm not sure. I don't think they would be. That is a dreadful decision from the referee. That was a clear-cut free kick from Madueke. And Borough might actually get another goal here. Gilchrist hasn't got back well enough. Oh, no, he has. He's managed to do a really good job there, actually, the young lad. And then Enzo Fernandez comes in and nicks it. But yeah, I think both the youngsters that have come on, and by youngsters I mean the ones that aren't around the first team all the time, so I know some of the Chelsea players are very young anyway. yeah, Gilchrist and Castledine, they're both giving good accounts of themselves, especially Gilchrist. He's been on for quite a while. I know he's been around the first team quite a while. Will the final be on BBC? No, it's still on Sky Sports, mate. Sometimes I put it for free on YouTube, but I don't think they will. Mate, having Riley in the chat is like having your own. It's like having your own Twitter account in the chat. It's brilliant. Big tackle there by Conor Gallagher. Is it going to be time for one more goal? Can I read your last message? Finals 25th of Feb. Is it? Might do a watch long for that. I don't know. It's too far in. I say it's too far in the future. It's a month away. I don't know what I'm going to be doing then. But yeah, Chelsea are on their way to Wembley. Quite comfortably on their way to Wembley. Who they will be playing will be decided tomorrow. Chelsea Fulham 2-0 Chelsea. Chelsea Liverpool 0-0 Chelsea 5-4 on pens. We all know it will be 0-0. Let's see if the women's team can seal their place in the Champions League. They will. They'll beat Real Madrid. They'll beat Real Madrid 4-1, I reckon, tomorrow. I am going to say, if Chelsea's women do get Ramirez, that is going to be a problem. Next season, when Kerr's back, if you've got Ramirez and Kerr, it's going to be amazing. Riley, can you commentate my wedding in later life? Yeah. Can you provide Twitter updates for mine? That'd be class. But yeah, I appreciate all of you who have been here. Aiden, you've been here the whole time, man. Really appreciate that. I really hope I'll see you again on Friday for the foot stream. That'll be starting at 5:30 until probably about 7:15. Riley, it'd be lovely to see you again at some point as well. Thank you very much. Obviously, Riley will be doing a watch along tomorrow for that Chelsea women's game for any of you that are interested. So yeah, go and have a look. I might drop in and say hello. Yeah, if you're alive while I'm not playing five-a-side. But yeah, thank you everyone. It'd be lovely to see you all soon. I hope you've enjoyed today. Drop it a like if you haven't already. And yeah, I wore my shirt backwards, so Chris Taverner's like life is complete now, really, isn't it? I am absolutely knackered. A bit sleep tight, young one. Cheers. Yeah, closing remarks. So normally we'd analyse the big points in the game and stuff, but Middlesbrough just got it wrong tonight. I know they've got a lot of injuries, but they just got it wrong. They were really naive, especially if you've got a team that aren't familiar playing together. Playing that kind of football wouldn't really work. And I did say, didn't I, that kind of football can still work, but the manner in where they did it, the same passing pattern every single time. As soon as they played that pass across, you knew they were going to try and drill it into the middle. Chelsea nicked it and scored off it so many times. Credit to the Borough fans, though. Obviously, I have great memories from this game. It's just a shame they couldn't go any further. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's watched this. Obviously, if you're watching this as a video after or whatever, yeah, it'd be still great to hear from you in the comments. I'm going to go now, guys, though, because I'm absolutely knackered. But I hope you enjoyed tonight. It's been a good one. It's been quite a strange one, hasn't it? Finishing 6-2 on aggregate and 6-1 on the night. But there we go. Full time. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm guessing a lot of you have. And yeah, not too much to say at the end of this one. Good night for Chelsea. Good night for their youth. Probably the best they could have asked for. I'm sure Chelsea fans would never have seen it going this easily. So I'm sure they're pleased. And yeah, best of luck at Wembley against either Liverpool or Fulham. We will see. But yeah, that will promise to be a good game if you play Fulham, and a really, really boring game if you play against Liverpool, based on what we've seen in the past. So thank you for watching, guys. That will be it. And yeah, hopefully I will see you on Friday. Be there, and you will see me pack Team of the Year. Sam Kerr, I've been calling it for about the last 2 weeks.